guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today, as you see in the title, I'm making a delicious light soup. It's still really cold outside and we're all trying to lighten up after the new year. And so last week I did a cabbage soup that was delicious, but I need a change. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do my version of a war wonton soup. And there won't be that many wontons because I want to keep it light, but I'll put in a few. I have some little chicken and cilantro wontons that I get from Costco. I also get this bok choy, and this is a baby bok choy that Costco has in a big container, so I can make 2 or 3 pots, or even use these in salad. But today I've got my 5-quart Dutch oven here, and I've already got some really nice simmered chicken stock. And so I'm going to give you a rundown of my ingredients. So we've got my chicken stock, and there's probably 4 quarts in there, maybe 3 quarts, probably 3 quarts of stock. I've got a bundle of organic celery, and organic celery, traditionally, you'll find them smaller, and you have a little more trimming to do, but it's worth it because celery is one of the culprits when it comes to having chemicals sprayed on them. I've got organic carrots, an onion that I've diced up, some button mushrooms, 1 red bell pepper, some broccoli, and some garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic. And then in this bag, I have chicken breast and 1 chicken thigh chopped up into small bite-sized pieces. And then I had about 2 ounces of a New York strip steak that was left, and I went ahead and sliced that up. And I put about a tablespoon of cornstarch on here. And you only do this for a few minutes. Just rub it around in a bag or in a bowl. And what happens is, if you've ever had Asian food or Chinese food where you've bit into a piece of chicken and it's like velvet, or beef or pork, that's the secret. So I've also got some ginger, and that's really all I'm going to season it with. At the end, I'll top it with some cilantro. If I had scallions or green onions, I'd have that in here, but I don't have any, and I didn't want to make an extra stop. So we're going to see if this all fits in my pot here. And really, it's just chop and drop. So if you like these kind of videos, let me know in the show more box below in the comment section, and give me a thumbs up. Share it on your Facebook page. And go ahead and let me know what kind of soup you're making right now, because I'm sure half the country's on soup diets, or at least a couple times a week. It's a great way to lose weight if you're trying to get that New Year's resolution going. Soup is a great option. Ooh, this is going to be good. It's chock full of vegetables that are so healthy, full of vitamin C, vitamin D, A. It's just going to be fantastic. So let's move this one out of the way, and we'll go ahead and get the rest of my bok choy chopped up here, and go ahead and put this in. I want tons of that. I really like the flavor. It's a healthy green. It just is great to put in your diet. And as I suspected, I knew I wouldn't have enough liquid, so I'm going to go ahead and add another 2 cups or so of water. And the broth's very light, no sodium added, very light chicken stock. So there we go. And we are ready to drop that in. Oh my goodness. I don't know if there's room for wontons. And then at the end, for the last maybe 5-6 minutes, I'm going to add some shrimp, and I've got, I believe they're 2130 count, I think. Anyways, they're a medium-sized shrimp, and they'll be great in this soup. I'm actually going to put a little bit more water. So I added 2 more cups of water, and if I need to, I can add some organic low-sodium chicken base. About a tablespoon of ginger in there. That just adds a little bit of spice to it, makes it delicious. And these kind of soups are my absolute favorite. It's so easy to put together, and in less than 40 minutes you have soup on the table, because you want to keep those vegetables kind of tender crisp. So I'm going to put down my chicken and my beef here, and this is also a great way to stretch meat, because really we don't need that much meat. We need it for flavoring, and that's about it. So All right, big 5-quart pot of soup coming up. And I'm not gonna add any more stock base or anything like that until the chicken is cooked through and we get a taste for it and see if it's got enough flavor or not. So back on the stove this goes, and I'll bring you back when I'm adding the shrimp. All right, guys. Exciting. So guys, I'm back, and we have had this soup on now for about 15 minutes. It came up to a rolling boil. I let it boil for about 3 minutes, and that's really all you need because the meat is cut so small. So everything is done. It looks good. The vegetables have cooked down and given me room to actually add the shrimp and the wontons. And these little wontons are in the freezer section at Costco, and they're chicken and cilantro, and they're delicious. So I've got about, 15 maybe of 20 at the most, and then about 1.5 pounds of 3140 count shrimp. So the shrimp are like that. And I've left the tail on. These are both still frozen, and my pot is just perfectly the right size and full to the top. So we're gonna let this come back up to temperature and cook those wontons through and the shrimp through, and we're ready to serve it up with a little extra cilantro and call it delicious. Okay, so I am super excited. Our soup is done. It literally took about 35 minutes. So, and maybe 20 minutes of chopping. And if you do your chopping in advance, you really save a lot of time. I only want a couple wontons in there, some of the meat and veggies. Oh, it looks so good. And the broth is very light, as you can see. You really could have an unlimited amount of this soup and just be totally healthy. It's extremely hot though, so we may have to give it a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and put down some cilantro for garnish. And yes, it's gonna be delicious. And I left the tails on my shrimp, which once it cools down, then I can take them off as I eat them. So I probably won't give you a taste test of one of those, but I do have a piece of chicken here. I wanna try that. And some red pepper and carrot and some bok choy. Let's get a bite. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look good? Yum. Guys, I am here to tell you this is delicious. It's so good, and it feels light. It's not got a heavy feel to it at all. The texture of the chicken is very tender. Delicious. And I love celery. So good. Very good. So I hope this inspires you to make a little bit of lighter soup for yourself. This, after the holiday season, we all try to eat a little bit leaner because Super Bowl's around the corner and we're going to be feasting again. So want to make sure that we lighten up in the meantime. And I'm back on Weight Watchers, so I will be eating a lot lighter, and hopefully if you're interested, I can bring you along for some of the recipes that I share like this. So let's have a little piece of shrimp. Absolutely delicious. Perfectly done. So I hope you try this. I hope you come back next time. Don't forget to check the links below and go visit me over on Facebook. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.